Santosha Yogis. Welcome to my living room. Today I will be guiding you through a yin yoga practice. You don't need any props. If you do have blocks or you normally practice with a block, I recommend grabbing a blanket or a pillow. Maybe you can fold up a towel, get creative, but completely not necessary for our practice today. So just take a comfortable seat and we will get started with a quick meditation. So come to sit up nice and tall. You can sit up on your prop if you've got one. Bring one leg in and then the other. Root down through both sit bones and length through the crown of your head. Draw your shoulders back and down away from your ears. And close your eyes. Begin by bringing your awareness to your breath. Without changing anything, just start to notice the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice the rise and the fall of each inhale and each exhale. Start to notice how the air feels moving in and out of your lungs. Feel your ribcage expand with each inhale. Feel your ribcage contract with each exhale. Don't try to change or alter your breath in any way. Just acknowledge it exactly as it is today. As you continue to focus on your breath, take a moment to acknowledge any thoughts that may be distracting you or taking your attention away from this present moment. Calmly observe each thought without any reaction or attachment. Acknowledge it, accept it, and let it go. Come back to your breath. Instead of struggling to control or restrict your thoughts throughout our practice, simply allow each thought to arise. When it does, acknowledge it, accept it, and let it go. Always returning to your breath. I'll invite you now to set an intention for your practice today. An intention can be anything you're working towards in your life, in your practice, any reason that brought you to your mat today. So your intention could be to find balance or patience. Maybe just to relax a little bit, take some time for yourself. Whatever your intention may be, use it as a reminder throughout our practice. Stay grounded, stay mindful, stay present in this moment. Focus all your awareness on your intention. We'll take 3 deep breaths all together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. 2 more, great big inhale. And great big exhale. Last one, deepest breath of your day. Great big inhale. And exhale, let it go. Slowly, gently blink your eyes back open. We will move into our first pose of our practice, which will be child's pose. So come forward to all fours. Move any props out of the way. So from all fours, bring your knees wide apart, toes together to touch. Send your hips back towards your heels and start to walk your hands away from your body as you gently lower down to your mat or to a block, to a blanket or a pillow. Just start to breathe here.
feel supported by the earth. Start to notice all the areas of your body supported by the earth. Start to allow yourself to feel heavy, grounding into those areas. Feeling supported by the earth. As you begin to feel supported by the earth, see if you can relax a little deeper. And just come back to your breath here. If your shoulders are a little tight, you can gently bend your elbows. Take any variation that feels good in your body. And we'll be here for a little bit longer. So in Yin Yoga, we hold each pose about 3 to 5 minutes. That said, if you ever feel any pain or any pinching or something does not feel right, please listen to your body, come out of the pose early. Just rest anywhere that's comfortable for you. You're also welcome to stay in a pose for longer. If you're comfortable where you are, you can either pause the video or you can skip the next one and just stay exactly as you are, relaxing. This is your practice, your body. Enjoy this time for you. Start to notice any areas of your body you might still be holding tension. See if you can allow those places to relax a little bit more. We'll be here for a few more deep breaths. As you're ready to come back out, stretch your arms out in front of you, spread your fingertips wide, press your palms into the mat, slowly, gently lift yourself back up to all fours. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees, and just start to take some movement here, some cat-cows, or you can sway your hips side to side. Just moving in any way that feels good in your body. Here we're going to move into a standing forward fold. So tuck your toes under, walk your hands a little bit further away from your body, press into your hands, lift your hips up and back to a gentle downward dog. Feel free to take a moment here, pedaling out your legs, lengthening your spine, stretching your shoulders. And as you're ready, start to bend your knees and walk your feet up towards your hands until you find yourself in a nice standing forward fold. So So keep a generous bend to your knees here, sway side to side. Feel free to grab a hold of opposite elbows. Let your head hang heavy so you're not looking down at your feet. You're looking in between your knees, allowing the crown of your head to lengthen towards your toes. Might feel good here to grab hold of opposite elbows behind your knees. Give yourself a big hug. And just start to relax here. Begin to bring your awareness back to your breath. So because we hold each pose for so long in our yin practice, the goal is not necessarily to go deeper into the pose, but just to stay in the pose for the entire length of time. So we're never pulling ourselves into the pose or forcing ourselves into any shape. We're just finding our comfortable edge and finding stillness there. As your body starts to relax, it would begin to open in its own time. So you're never pulling yourself. You're just allowing your body to open naturally in its own time. We'll be here for a few more deep breaths. Come back out, plant your hands on the mat in front of you, slowly start to walk your feet back to a plank pose, top of a push-up. And then from here, lower down to your knees, lower down to your hips, your belly. We'll move into Sphinx pose from here. So laying on your mat, use your elbows to prop yourself up. And this is Sphinx pose. So a couple of refinements here. Make sure your shoulders are stacked over your elbows. So there should be a 90-degree bend in your elbows. Spread your fingertips wide. Press your palms into the mat. And just pull your heart forwards and up. Draw your shoulders back and down away from your ears. Lengthen the back of your neck. And you should start to feel a slight compression in your low back. Send your breath there. If you'd like a little bit more intensity, you can bend your legs up behind you, maybe cross your ankles. And tell your belly to relax. Tell your glutes to relax. Tell your thighs to relax. So you're not holding tension in your low back. You're just allowing this compression to feel good. Feel free to take some gentle circles with your neck here if that feels good. Or you can just remain in stillness. You're welcome to stay in your Sphinx pose. If you'd like to move into Seal pose, which is a little bit more intense, my words will guide you. So you can lower your feet back down if they're up. Bring your hands a little bit wider apart than shoulder distance. Spread your fingertips wide, press into your palms, until your arms are straight. So lift yourself up here, and this is seal pose. You can walk your hands in a little bit closer. If you'd like a little bit more intensity, a little bit of a deeper back bend. You can always return to Sphinx pose at any time if this does not serve you. And then once you're here, once again, pull your heart forwards and up. Draw your shoulder blades back and down. Lengthen the back of your neck. Relax your belly, relax your glutes, and relax your thighs. Back to your breath here. See if you can slow down each inhale, slow down each exhale. As you're ready, you can slowly, gently lower all the way down to your belly. Bring your arms down by your sides. Take a few breaths here into your low back. Might feel good to kind of rock your hips side to side. Or you can bend your legs up behind you for some windshield wipers here. The next pose we will move into is melting heart pose. So as you're ready, bring yourselves back up to all fours. We will be on our knees for a little bit for this one. If you have sensitive knees, you can place your blanket or pillow under your knees. You can also take any reclined back bend of your choice instead of melting heart. This does not serve you. For the rest of us that like melting heart, from all fours, start to walk your hands away from your body. Keep your hips stacked over your knees and start to melt your chest down towards the mat. And this is melting heart. So you want to try to keep your hips in line with your knees. And then as you lower down, you are welcome to place a prop underneath your chest or underneath your forehead, or whatever feels good to you, just giving you a little bit more support here. If your shoulders are super tight, bring your hands a little bit wider apart. If they still feel tight, just bend your elbows a little bit. Move this out of the way. With each inhale, think about sending your tailbone up towards the ceiling. With each exhale, relax your belly. Begin to relax your shoulders. Relax the space between your shoulder blades. And relax your neck.
here for a few more deep breaths. See if you can relax your shoulders a little bit more. As you're ready to come back out, spread your fingertips wide, press your palms into the mat, and then bring yourself back up to all fours. You can bring your knees together. You can stay in all fours and take some cat-cows, or you can take a child's pose with knees together. Bring your arms down by your sides to relax your shoulders here. From here, we're going to move into swan pose. So as you're ready, bring yourself back up to all fours, tabletop position. And then once again, walk your hands a little bit further away from your body. Then slide your right knee up behind your right wrist and walk your right foot over towards the left edge of your mat. Start to walk your your back foot back as you lower your hips down towards the mat. So your shin should be diagonal in front of you. Sit up nice and tall for a breath here. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Think about sending the front of your left hip down towards the mat. One more inhale. And as you exhale, you can slowly start to lower yourself down to your forearms, down to your mat, or down to a pillow or a blanket. Just relaxing into this swan pose. So if you find that you are collapsing over to the right side, you can place your prop of choice underneath your outer right hip for a little bit more support. Keep your hips square, then relax down. Just start to breathe here. As you start to slow down your breath here, start to allow your breath to move you. So with each inhale, feel your upper back body expand. With each exhale, feel your hips relax a little bit deeper.
As you're ready to come back up, press your palms into the mat in front of you. Slowly bring yourself back upright. Remove your props, place them aside. Press into your hands. Tuck your back toes. Walk your back foot closer in towards your body. You can send your right knee back to all fours, or you can step back to a downward dog, pedal out your legs, or take some cat-cows here. Just give a little bit of movement in your body. If you are in downward dog, we are going to move to the other side, so you can move from there, or you can join us in all fours. So bring your hands a little bit further away from your body. Slide your left knee up behind your left wrist. Walk your left foot over towards the right edge of your mat. And start to walk your back foot back as you lower your hips down. Tense your fingertips in front of you. Sit up nice and tall. Send the front of your right hip forwards and down towards your mat. Once again, if you find you're collapsing over to the left side, just place a block underneath your outer left hip for a little bit more support to keep your hips square. Take one more deep breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly start to lower yourself down to your props, to the mat, to your forearms, whatever feels good in your body here. And then start to come back to your breath. Take up space with each inhale. Melt into the pose with each exhale. We'll be here for a few more deep breaths. See if you can relax a little bit deeper. As you're ready to come back up, press your palms into the mat in front of you. Slowly bring yourself back upright. Move your props aside. Tuck your back toes, walk your back knee in, and then you can step back to downward dog or come back to all fours. Whatever feels good in your body, either taking some cat-cows or swaying your hips side to side in all fours, or pedaling out your legs. From here, we'll move into butterfly pose. So come forwards, lower your knees down. Come to sit on your mat, facing forwards. So I recommend starting out sitting up on
a block or a pillow, a cushion, your prop for this one. Sitting up nice and tall. You can always remove the block if it doesn't serve you. Then bring the soles of your feet to touch in front of you. Let your knees fall wide open to the sides. Sit up nice and tall. Root down evenly through both sit bones. Keep the length in your spine. And just start to roll forwards on your sit bones. So lean forward with a straight spine. Then round through your lower back. Round through your middle back. Round through your upper back and your neck. So this is butterfly pose. Options here. If your hips are super tight or you find it difficult to round forward, just bring your heels a little bit further away from your body. Then start to round forwards. Or if you're super bendy, you need like a little bit more intensity, you can bring your heels in a little bit closer towards your body. Feel free to rock side to side here. You're starting to open up your hips before you settle into stillness. And once again, we're never pulling or forcing ourselves into this shape. We're simply finding our comfortable edge and allowing gravity to help us to go a little bit deeper as we relax. One more option here. If your neck starts to feel a bit strained, you can take your prop, if it's big enough, if it's a pillow or a big blanket, just place it here on your feet, relax over it, if that's available to you. Just start to relax here. Feel your upper back body expand with each inhale. Feel yourself relax with each exhale. We'll be here for a little while longer. See if you can let go a little bit more. As you are ready to come back up, press your fingertips into the mat in front of you. Slowly, gently curl yourself back up. When you get to the top, use your hands to bring your knees back up to center. Plant your feet on the mat in front of you. You can remove the prop if you like, if you're sitting on one. And then just lean back into your hands. Gently let your knees fall side to side.
windshield wipers here, getting some movement back into your hip. As you're ready, we will start to move into caterpillar pose. So same options apply if you'd like, or if you have sciatic pain, might have to sit up on a block to begin with this one. And send your legs out long in front of you. So your feet can be touching, your feet can be hip width distance apart, or they can be a little bit wider here. And then just root down evenly through both sit bones. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Keep that length. Start to lean forwards with a straight spine. Then round through your lower back, round through your middle back, round through your upper back and your neck. So options here. Once again, if your hips are super tight or you find it difficult to round forward, come up to sit on a prop of your choice. If your hamstrings are super tight, you can bend both knees. Place something underneath your thighs or your knees for a little bit more support here. One other option to make this a little bit more restorative, if you've got a pillow or something big enough, you can place it right up against your belly and then roll forward and relax onto your prop here. So this is just if you have these props available, to make it a little bit more relaxing. Just breathe here. Continue to focus on your breath here. Take long, steady, calm breaths in. Long, steady, calm breaths out. As you're ready to come back up, bring your fingertips by your sides, slowly curl yourself back up, one vertebra at a time. When you get to the top, you can plant your hands behind you, take a gentle back bend here. Then we're going to make our way to laying on our backs for our final spinal twist. Come to lay down on your back. As you're ready, take your time getting here, no rush. Once you've found yourself laying on your back, plant your feet on the mat in front of you.
lift your hips up, shift them a couple inches over towards the right and lower back down. Extend your left leg out long, bend your right knee in towards your chest. Place your left hand on the outside of your right thigh, and then gently draw your right knee across your body towards the left. Now if your knee doesn't touch the ground on the left side, or if your right shoulder starts to lift up, just place a block underneath your knee. Roll your right shoulder back down towards the mat. And breathe here. So options, you can leave your left hand on your thigh. You can bring it up towards your hip. You can leave your right arm out by your side. You can take a cactus arm, or you can reach your right fingertips up overhead. Bringing a stretch into your shoulder. Whatever feels good to you. One more option, you can keep your gaze upwards, or you can turn to look over your right shoulder if that feels good in your neck. So just find a twist that feels good to you. And breathe here. Help of your left hand. Gently bring your right knee back up to center. Plant both feet on the mat. Lift your hips up. Realign your spine. Bring everything back to center. Then lower back down. Hug your knees into your chest here. Feel free to rock side to side. When you're ready, plant your feet back down on the mat. Lift your hips up, shift them a couple inches over towards the left and lower back down. Send your right leg out long, bend your left knee in towards your chest. Place your right hand on the outside of your left thigh and gently guide your left knee across your body towards the right. Once again, place a block under your knee if your shoulder is floating or if your knee doesn't touch the mat. Same options on this side, so you can leave your right hand where it is. You can slide it up towards your hip. You can leave your left arm out by your sides, take a cactus arm, or reach your left fingertips up overhead. And then you can turn your gaze up, or you can turn your gaze to look over your left shoulder. Just find a nice comfortable twist here and relax. Breathe into it. With the help of your right hand, gently guide your left knee back up to center. Plant both feet on the mat. Lift your hips up one more time. Realign your spine. Lower back down. Hug your knees into your chest here. Rock side to side. Take any last little bits of movement that your body is craving before we head into our final Shavasana. As you're ready, you can start to send your legs out long. Get ready to relax here. Feel free to take up a little bit more space than you normally would. So you could bring your legs out a little bit wider, arms out a little bit wider. Let your feet fall open to the sides. Press into the back of your head. Snuggle your shoulder blades closer together. Flip your palms up. Tuck your chin to lengthen the back of your neck. Start to relax here. Once again, start to notice the areas of your body that are completely supported by the earth. And allow yourself to relax into these areas. Take one more deep breath in. Relax into the exhale. Let go of any last little bit of tension you might still be holding on to. Unclench your jaw. Relax your forehead. Soften your face. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders, your arms. Relax your wrists, your hands, and your fingers. Relax your chest and your belly. Relax your hips and your thighs. Relax your knees, your calf muscles. Relax your ankles, your feet, and your toes. Allow your entire body to relax completely. Allow your mind to relax completely. I'll invite you to stay in your Shavasana for as long as possible. So feel free to pause the video here, stay relaxing. We'll close our practice in Shavasana. So take a moment, come back to the intention that you set for yourself at the beginning of our practice. Remind yourself why you showed up on your mat today. Take a moment of gratitude. Thank yourself for showing up on your mat today. In this moment, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Everything is as it should be. The light within me honors the light within each of you. Namaste.